Hey guys, Jedi Knight 3 here again. Um, Today we are taking a look at Stephen King's third published novel, The Shining. This book is amazing. I love this book so much. It's well written. It feels a lot like it in some ways. Especially towards the end when it's talking from Danny's point of view in the end of the hall, and when it's Danny talking to Jack, and Jack's wants to kill Danny, and it's talking about how it looks like Jack changed. It just reminded me very much of It, because It is the first Stephen King book I read. I enjoy the characters. I love in this book watching Jack Torrance, stage by stage, become crazier and crazier until he tries to kill Wendy and Danny. And that's one of the things I love about Pet Sematary as well. But we'll talk about that later. It's written well. It starts with him. You think he's normal. And then it slowly dives into why he's becoming crazy and overlook what's going on, what's happening to him about his father. And then how he needs a drink, and then goes on to him going absolutely mad in the hotel. And I love it. I thought it was very well written. And it's something the movie lacks. And I actually quite enjoy the movie, directed by Stanley Kubrick. I enjoy it. I liked it. But the biggest issue I have with it is that the room was 237 instead of 217, and that annoyed me. But they didn't nail Jack as much in the movie, because he kind of was always crazy, because that's Jack Nicholson. But this book it's not overly long, so it's an easy thing to get through. It has amazing characters. Jack is amazing, and he's a great villain. Wendy is a cool character, and she's not my favorite, but I mean, I don't hate her. I enjoyed Danny. I thought he was he was interesting because he was a child. It's always interesting to read about how Stephen King writes children, especially in It. And Pet Sematary too, I guess. This book was just very cool. I haven't seen the miniseries. I heard it's not very good though. But there was stuff in this that I was not expecting. I knew the main plot of this book going into it, but I did not expect it to go the way it did at the end, with all the stuff that was going on when Jack was imagining all the ghosts or whatever in the bar area of the Overlook. That went way different than I expected. Then he had his talk with whatever the previous caretaker was that used a shotgun to kill his wife and children and himself. Oh, I don't remember his name. I wish I did though. I don't know, but he was I did not expect that, and then I didn't expect it to be so. It kind of got slow at the area after that, like not in a bad way, but I wasn't expecting it. It just it slowed down a little bit, and when they dragged Jack into the pantry or whatever it was, and then when he was let out, I expected it to go a bit more fast paced, but I didn't mind how it went. I liked it. It was suspenseful. It had cool stuff. I thought when Dick Hallorann came in again in the Overlook, that was cool. I like when it switched to his point of view and how he met all the people with the shine and all that. I liked because it told a bit of him, and I enjoy him as a character. Plus, he's in It, so it's It's always positive. There's not really a thing in this, similar to what I said about Carrie and Salem's Lot, that feels unneeded. Most of the stuff in this is important to the story. It's fantastic. Plus, this book connects, in my opinion, to some other Stephen King books. In slight ways. Of course, it connects bigger ways to other books like It with Dick Hallorann, and obviously Dr. Sleep because it's a sequel, but there's some slight ways that I think this book connects to some other Stephen King books, if you just notice them. But I'll talk to that when I get to those books later. But I really enjoyed this book. I enjoyed everything about this book. I liked the father sequences when it talked about Jack's father, with like the dream sequence or whatever, when he had his dad's cane, was beating on the one boy that stuttered. Don't remember his name. It's been a little while since I finished this. Because when I got to the end of this book, I speed read it because I was so excited with what was going on, because this book was amazing. It really, really excited me to finish this book, just because the end was so exciting. Now, I kind of knew it was going to happen. I knew Jack was going to die. I didn't know, I didn't know the whole Overlook was going to be gone. I did enjoy this, though. Of course, he goes back to Boulder, Colorado in The Stand, which is fun. Good book. Very good book. Yeah. But this is, like I said, and I believe the Salem's Lot review, Carrie plus The Shining and then Salem's Lot is kind of how, like, those combined, the writing styles of those combined, feels like It. And that's what I was talking about earlier with, there's parts of this that feel like It. That's because I feel like this is definitely very similar writing. Like, how he wrote this is very similar to how he wrote It. I think this is very similar. Yeah. I love this book. This book is suspenseful. This book is eerie. I wouldn't say it's very scary. There's only one Stephen King book so far that scared me, and that's Pet Sematary. But yeah, this book is fantastic. It's got a great story, great characters, great writing style. It's legendary, I think. Before I knew who Stephen King was, I knew what The Shining was. And when I heard that he wrote it, I'm like, wow. But yeah, Shining, great book. Say it gets 9 out of 10, which is one of the best ratings you will see. But not the best. There are better books than this, believe me. Not a lot, but there are. But anyway, I think that kind of wraps up my review of The Shining. I very much recommend it to anyone. It's amazing. I love this book. I love most of Stephen King's books. But bye guys, thanks for watching.